So in part 4 of lab 1, we are going to configure our IoT devices and the web server. We start with configuring IoT devices to point to the home gateway and also the tablet PC. Next, we shall enable web services on our web server and make sure that from the remote site we can access that web server. And in this lab, all the IoT devices will be getting the IP addresses from our head office LAN. Let's start setting IP addresses first on the fan, come to wireless, and then make it static, and we shall give it an IP address of 192.168.1.2. That's a continuation of 1.1, the subnet mask. And then we are gonna point it to the default gateway. In this case here, they will use the home gateway IP address as the default gateway, which is 1.104. And also you'll notice that we have some settings here for the IoT server configuration. In this case here, just leave it as home gateway. The next IoT device we shall configure will be the door. So let's come to wireless and make it static and give it an IP address of 192.168.1.3 and the default subnet mask. And again, we set the home gateway, which is the IP address of the home gateway device here, 104. Great. So we'll set it to home gateway. For the other IoT devices, I will let you do it. I've already done that. Let's configure the tablet PC here. IP configuration, make sure that you're on the wireless and you set it an IP address. In this case, it will be .4. Give it the default subnet mask and point it to our home gateway. Great. Let's see if our tablet PC can now reach the home gateway and to see the listed IoT devices. Come to IoT monitor. You put the IP address of the home gateway here, which in this case is 1.104, default admin account, and we can see we only have two IoT devices. Those are 8 and 7, so it means that there is something wrong with the others, and we shall give it some time and later come back to that to see if they've successfully registered. So let's come back to our IoT configuration here. So IoT monitor, and now I have all the IoT devices that I've registered with the home gateway. What you can also do to troubleshoot is make sure that you turn off and turn on the devices here. Okay, so now let's go to the server here and enable web service. First check the IP address configuration. Here we have everything alright with the IP. We forgot the default gateway, which is the router's internal IP address, 100. That's the default gateway of the site. Now we shall enable the web service. It's already on, great. And now from the remote site PC, I will try to access the web server at the head office. I'll ping it. Previously it was timing out, but now it's okay, great. So now let's try to browse to this web server. So you click on web browser and then you input in the web browser the IP address of our configured web server here. Great. So it has responded. We've been able to reach our web server from the remote site. That's fantastic. So let's talk about some troubleshooting tools here. If your connectivity doesn't work on Windows devices, you can go to the command prompt and type the command traceroute, which is like traceroute on Cisco devices, and you put the destination IP, and it will give you all the IP addresses that it go through before reaching the destination. And here we don't have any IP address of 2.1, so I'll just issue 2.2, which is the PC at the remote site, and it's a success. So to get to the final destination, it went through these routers. This is the head office router IP address, and then we have the ISP router, and the last one is the remote site router. You can issue the same type of command on the Cisco routers, but instead of traceroute, you type traceroute. But here I will show you another command which is called show IP route, which will show us the static route information that we've set. So you have to look at it and see if it reflects your environment. And also you can also see other information. Alright, so that was all for part 4, which also concludes our lab series. Next we shall learn how to secure it using concepts such as the CIA triad. It's been a real pleasure sharing this with you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you in Lab 2, designing a secure smart office.